Welcome. Um, Today I want to tackle a topic that I know will be controversial in so many ways, but I hope that people who watch this will know what I mean at the end, and I hope that I don't offend everyone with this, because some things I say will be a little bit more harsh, but like I said, I hope the people who see this know who I really mean with this one. I want to talk a little bit about artists, their fans, and how trolls try to put a wedge between them. I know many people will think, what's new about this? And to be honest, it's nothing specific new. It's through the history. Every time when there's everywhere where you have an artist that is getting bigger, there will be fans, and there will be people who don't who think that or will be try to talk smack about everything. And even when I started reading webcomics, I know there were sites dedicated to talk really badly about the art and about the comics and about the artists themselves. And believe me, I read some really harsh things. But let's say it this way: they were mostly in the background, nothing really specific besides sometimes a troll just turning up in the comment sections and just talking a little bit mad about how shit they think the artist, and how shit everything is, and how shitty the artists are. But the last weeks and months, I have to say, I personally have the feeling it's getting more and more in some cases. Why do I think this? I think it because more and more artists of webcomics, at least for webcomics, I don't know in other parts, but I will believe, or I can imagine, that it's the same. It's the same for every direction in this case. More and more artists of webcomics close down their comment sections. And if you follow me for a while and know my short comic introduction series, you know that every time I say that if you want to support the artist, give them a comment, or just vote for them, or donate, or something like that. But I specifically say comment on their pages if you have the possibility. Why do I say this? I personally believe, and when I see some of these comment sections, that many artists really appreciate if you give comments or small criticisms about to help them. I personally can only talk about the criticism part, because some of the things I have changed over since I started this video series came from some such posts, not or let's say from emails, and even from artists. I really appreciate it if just someone says something, because if I don't know what people might bother, I can't change it, or I can't tell you that this is something specific I want to do in this case or in any way. So you know what I just let you know what I mean. And like I said, if I read some specific, let's say just one example. One of my favorite webcomics, Replay by Not Important. I just encourage you, read the comments under the past months under the pages. You will see what I mean. That the artist, that she's really appreciating every or nearly every comment there, and she's trying to interact, and it's really funny to read, or fun to read these parts. But this is just one example. But like I said, more and more pages go down. One I have just some time ago was from Supernatural Step. Where the comment section went down with just one word, that the artist is depressed by what he sees. And I haven't, to be honest, I have read many of the comments, and I'm still not sure. But on the other side, there was one part about the administration of the comments. So I know there are a lot of comments that are not shown, and I can only imagine what's happening there. And like I said, if it's just one comic, then maybe you can say it's just it's just something you can't, or it's just this one comic that went down. But I have seen it a lot of more, and if you try to get a little bit more information why, especially if in the parts where the artists don't say why they took it down, you see mostly that they were taken down because of people who tried to talk smack, to like I said, put a wedge between the community, just because they I don't know, they didn't like something, or there was something that just bothered them. But instead of just telling the artist what bothered them specifically, they just started to talk negatively and don't give any hint what's happening. And that's something I really can't, I really don't understand. Is it really, are we really that at this point that it's really a sport today, or a normality that that so many people try just under a fake name try to destroy what these artists do? Think about it. Many of these artists do it freely. They just get some money from donations, from commissions, and something like that. And they have big fan bases. But even if you have 100 really great people who follow you, I think just having one or two of these a-holes can really destroy and depress these can depress you if they don't stop talking about specific things. And another example, I think, is if you know Thomas Fischbach from Two Kinds. He's doing an April, normally he did his April Fool comics, and there seemed to be one. I have only read some things, but I can again the same thing. There seemed to be one specific comic that people went totally nuts about it, and he seemed to stop doing these for some time. And that's something really I don't understand. If he's labeling that as an April Fool's comic, what are your problems with that? Why are you trying to, instead of saying, okay, that maybe it's a bad joke or something like that, why are you really going against it? I really don't get it. They do it for, let's say they do it nearly for free, or they started freely with it, and it's something I really can't understand. Another great example, and this one is something I in some way I can understand it. It's from Ogawa Buruku, the creator of Fallen. If you haven't read it, just a small warning, just to understand what I'm talking about. There's a big spoiler now. She just finished a second book from this comic, and there is, at the end of the second book, there is one specific theme that even me, it surprised me absolutely, and I personally am shocked what happened, because let's say it this way: one of the main characters dies, and how she dies is will be revealed in the third book, but it comes out of nowhere. When it happens, it's really, really dark and brutal in some way, and it was, from the whole roster, it was my favorite character. So you can understand how I personally have felt when I saw it, and I have also said to her in the comments that when I read it, I really was sad, but not mad at her that she did it. So like I said, I just commented. It was a fantastic done scene. So don't get me wrong. She has done, that was really, the way she has done it was really fantastic, and really I applaud her for what she did. But like I said, I feel bad what happened, and but I want to know more. I want to know how it goes on. So what happened now is. I wasn't the only one who had problems with this scene. I will show you one page of. This is one of the last pages of of her book, just the author's notes, mostly where she thanks everything and what happens. But the interesting part is this little extra here under there. I just read it for you, so you understand what I want to talk about. P.S. I know a lot of you are pretty upset over a certain incident in this comic. I've already gotten some harsh feedback for it, but I think you all understand why it had to happen once you read Volume 3. If you reach the end of Volume 3 and you still hate me, then by all means send your angry pitchfork-wielding mobs my way. Now, it sounds a little bit more funny, and I think she went over it. So, but I don't want. Do I want to know what people have wrote to her for this scene? I mean, it's her comic, it's her story. The artist, it's her. The artist has fully control over it, and this one, I don't know. People hate her for doing this. Like I said, I can understand that people are sad or at a second when they see it, they are mad about it. Because, like I said, this character, the way it's really what happens. It's really dark, and it's I can understand. But why would I write hate mails for that? I mean, it's a story, and if you're attached to these characters, I can understand it. But please beware, it's the artist, it's the author's story, and they give it for you for free. So even if you hate it, why go all out against it? And this, like I said, criticism, yes, but hate mails is something I really don't, I really can't understand. And I think if you start reading these, I can really get that artists can get depressed in many cases, and start doing something that may go against. And now that's the problem, I think, where I said that these trolls, that these people who are so against them, try to get a wedge between them, between the artists and their fan base, because. Now let's say get back again to the part where the artists take down the comment sections. They take them down and say because they're depressed, they don't want to administrate these and they don't want to go through them. It's like someone who has to try to go through so many things, and let's say the people behind Facebook. Just an example while I read an article about that just some days ago, where people go through all the posts and have to delete specific ones about people getting murdered and so on, and seeing that, I can see that people can get really depressed from these things. But now you're taking down the comment section. You're taking down the one thing that your fan base could communicate with you, and that's something I find really I don't know how to say it. On the one hand, I think it's a bad move. On the other hand, I can understand it's also a sad move, because just these few people who talk smack about you take away the fun of you, of the connection between you and your fan base. And I can again, if and now the part that I may just would recommend to do, don't take it away from the people who really support you. If you don't want to read all of them and to go through them, then just maybe think about giving one person or just a few persons a little bit more. Let them be administrators, because let them be admins to go through these. That you don't have to take care of this one. I mean, you can, if you start reading comments and you really quick get an idea which of these people are your heaviest fans, and give them the control, a little bit more control of this one. Maybe do a small forum where you have to give information. Just please don't take away one thing, because there are so many idiots out there who try to say bad things about you. I mean, I know there are a new part seems to be at the moment. I have just read some small articles about this one, or some posts that there are people who try desperately to find old art from specific artists and want to talk about how bad they can't think about that they have gotten better about this one, their art gotten better about over the years. I just want to talk about how bad they think everything is, how shit they are. Just an idea. I know some of you do that. Stand over it. Some of the artists I have seen, they say, yeah, we draw this bad at first, and look how we improved. Yeah, go against them. Yeah, if they talk smack, just ignore them. Just don't think about them. These are people who just don't know what they're talking about. They think that's the only, because they aren't able to do anything what you did. Yeah, they aren't able to draw the way you do. They aren't able to write like you. Just ignore them. They do that because that's the only thing they know. Yeah, they're so dumb. They can't understand what they do. And I think the biggest problem is if you get it, let it get to you and get depressed just because of these people. Yeah, you don't know what you do, because the biggest problem I see, some artists may get too depressed to even go further with their comics, and or even, like I said, bring a wedge between them and their big fan base, because they don't communicate anymore. Yeah, it's very sad. Like I said, I don't talk about criticism. Yeah, if you don't like something, and tell it the artist that you don't like it because this and this and this, then no artist will say you're an idiot or you don't know what you're talking about. They will appreciate even this one. And believe me, I have talked about bad things. Remember, I did a very long video about some visual novels I read, and there was one. I think Elijah. I've forgotten the word. Where I said, I have played the demo. I really loved that visual novel but they changed the graphics. I said I hate the graphics. I hate the new art design. But I never said that they have no right to exist. I never said don't try it. I never said that they are idiots. I just said I personally didn't like that. I said the people should try it out, should read it, if they think, because what I saw was fantastic at that point. Yeah, but because I don't like the new art style, I personally can't read it anymore. But that doesn't mean their artist is shit or that they did a bad job. So again, to the people out there, if you want to criticize in a way that the artist can understand it. Yeah, don't just talk shit about them, because if you talk shit about them, the people who just talk absolutely garbage about them, you're idiots. Yeah, just leave. Yeah, and the people who want to criticize because they don't like something, criticize normal, please. Don't just say anything or just vote bad or something like that. I know it's through Facebook or something that people give a thumbs up or thumbs down, but even that, if you don't like something, yeah, then just tell what you didn't like. How can an artist improve if he doesn't know what to do? Just think about that one. So yeah, again, I don't want to say everyone who criticizes is an idiot. Everyone who criticizes without giving a reason, just saying smack, that's the people I'm talking about. The rest, like I said, aren't the problem. Yeah, an artist always appreciates, or at least I think appreciates, if they get good feedback and even bad feedback. Yeah, just like I said, just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. And again, if you know what comics I talked about, when there was something I didn't like, I talked about it. Yeah, so please just keep that in mind. Yeah, and again, to the artist, please don't even if it sounded like I'm yelling at you, don't. Just please don't cut off some things that connect you with your fan base just because some dumb people just say dumb things in this case. It won't change anything. These people just go on to another case and will talk smack there. If you don't want to do or just to deal with it, think about another way, please. Like I said, get a community manager in some case. Look through your really big fan bases. You will find people who will do this. They will do it for free. They will because they want to help you. So just an idea. Before you take down something because of these idiots, or again, if you have something like this, to apologize, please. Again, you don't do anything wrong. It's your own art. It's your own art. I mean, if you don't like it, or if you have to apologize for your own writing, your own art, then what do your fans think about it? Because I have the feeling if you're doing this, then you're not standing 100% behind what you're doing. That's also looking bad. So please think about it. Again, like I said, it's a controversial topic, and I just wanted to talk about this one. And I know many artists will hate me. I know many people will hate me for that I said this one. But please remind it. It's just I just don't want to see people getting, or I just want to see I just don't want to see these really great dialogues between these two factions just get destroyed because these idiots are out there and think it's a good sport to destroy everything. Stand above it. These idiots don't know. If you don't take care, or let's say just ignore them. There will still be some people who will try it, but again, deactivate the comment. Delete the comment. Just start reading and delete it. Because think about it. You're getting depressed because let's say from 5 people, 1 idiot is there and talking smack about you, but 4 people are talking really great things about it. Just as 1 people will destroy what these 4 try to say. I know it's something normal in so many cases, but please, I just don't want to see this, and I really love seeing my favorite artists out there, and being happy when someone commented something, and even appreciate if you're saying something that might help them. And like I said, some things, even if not many people talk to me that what I do is great, but I have people who said some things what to change, and I appreciate that, because if I don't know what to do, I will still do it. And some of the get-ups I did were ideas from people who watched my videos, and that's why I thought I just talk about this one a little bit more. So again, just just leave a comment or something like that if you think that what I said is shit or something, but leave it. Again, it's just my opinion, and I really hope that some people might think a little bit more about it and understand what I really mean. That's not that I don't want to talk smack about everything. It's just that some idiots are trying to destroy something many people like, and they seem to have really success with at some part, and it's just sad to see this one. So again, I hope this will change again, and it's not just me that sees that there's something happening at the moment. So thanks for watching, and see you soon with another set of videos. that are coming, and I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I hope this one was also enjoyable in some way, even if the topic is not that funny to, or it wasn't that funny to talk about. So again, thanks for watching and goodbye.